So yeah, Nike always forward. What are your first reactions?
Looks familiar.
Uh-huh.
No, but it's cool, like, you know, this is some of the sickest stuff we've seen in a long time. Like, you can't mess with this ever.
No.
Welcome to this episode. But, yeah, I mean, Vault, there's something about it.
There's something about it. You can't deny that this is basically the most Nike color on the most Nike boot out there. That's, as I said in the places yesterday, this is just brilliant. But
I'm not too much into the blue ones, to be honest. Like in general, I don't like. For a lot of people, blue is, you know, their favorite color.
Yes.
You know, I think it looks great on a Chelsea shirt. But like in general, I don't wear blue like this.
okay.
Never.
You're not royal enough.
Whatever it is.
Whatever.
Okay, royal. Good shout. That's the only pair of blue sneakers I, for example, own.
Okay.
Royal ones.
Okay.
Jordan
Fair
1
enough.
Royals.
Fair enough.
T-shirts, pants, anything I don't rock in this color.
Stay away from blue. But that's, I mean, this is just the thing. This is the always forward pack because apparently they want to push blue to get more people to it. I don't know, but the deal here.
On the other hand, it can match very nicely with somebody's kit. I'm thinking Finland national team.
Ain't nobody about Finland.
Or anybody else out there with a blue shirt.
We could say that it can match nicely with, you know, the Chelsea kit, but Finland ain't nobody, give it up. But anyway, back to the boots, because, you know, these just dropped yesterday. If you're watching this on the day this video comes out. Always forward pack, it's basically made, and this is gonna sound a little bit cheesy, but the marketing story behind this is to, you know, always make sure to drive the ball into the opponent's pitch, to never let the game be still, to always push forward and you know, take the initiative and all that jazz. And basically this is the colorway
and colorway that's gonna make that happen.
Exactly. Now, of course, if you're feeling these boots and your fingers are itching to go and cop a pair, we're gonna leave a link on the screen right over there to unisportstore.com. You can go and buy them already now if you fancy these, and of course, if you fancy especially these two, because they're magnificent.
This is incredible, you know? It's so simple, yet so effective. Like, you know, just one color upper, classic Nike Vault, you know, mix it with black, you have a winner.
The only thing that could have, you know, made this even better was if they had the solid swoosh on the toe and had moved that swoosh to the side. That would have been like OG classic. I mean, we've seen it with the Superfly 4s here back in the day, where it was also, you know, they were so close and yet so far because they slapped on a flipping pink swoosh. I mean, this is, by the way, the new one is way better looking than the new one. I'm just saying. But I mean, to me, it's a little bit funny because Nike with the new lineup, they've kind of made the distinction between. So normally before they had 4 silos, they still want to do that, but now they're making a very, you know, clear distinction between precision over here and speed. And
then you have slow.
But that's the funny thing, because in the marketing material, they're saying, look, there's precision, phantom vision, and then there's speed, Mercurial Superfly and Mercurial Vapor. And they don't really mention those. And then, you know, the only way I've figured out which boots these belong to was to look at the colorway. Because apparently these match, so they're also in the precision. It's a little bit of a funny move, because instead of having 4 like very clear silos, this is made for the fast, explosive player. This is made for the, you know, number 10, the creative player. This is made for basically whoever likes comfort and doesn't have any speed in their life. And that's made for the striker. Now it's becoming even more simple. But I just think it's a funny thing that I thought a little bit about. With that said, I like the Hypervenoms in this pack. I actually like them a lot because they've taken what was, you know, initially when we saw the Hypervenom, and let me get one of the first colorways here. I'm just gonna take this, Catch. Oh, yep. They've actually taken what I think was, you know, with the whole fade on the strike parts and the big swoosh on the toe box. I actually think it looks even stealthier now. I reckon it's pretty good. And I might not be a full fan of the colorway either. I'm not, you know, this kind of blue is it's a bit weird, but that's how it goes. But
I'm not hating, like, you know, I think it's cool, but like I said, it's not like one of my go-to colorways. You know?
Yeah. Now, another thing I noticed about the Hypervenom, if we take one of the first colors here as well, you can actually see that from the Just Do It pack, the coating, the silicone coating has changed. And if you remember this is one of the softest Flyknit uppers we've ever seen straight out of the box. And actually, it's become a little less soft because of the coating. It's become a little more rough. But it actually
Is it first on this pack?
No, it was on the World Cup pack that they did it, the Just Do It pack. But it was just, we've only come to talk about it really now. But it's been like that on Raced on Concrete and the World Cup pack. So it's a little bit stiffer, and that weirds me out a little bit. But it's still a great boot, and I think this looks pretty nice. And you can wear black sock, and you know, it's nice. This I'm not too sure about, you know.
I think this is the best looking of the blue ones.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're actually...
It's pretty simple, you know, there's not much going on.
But maybe for me the blue, the shade of blue, the hue is just a little bit too dark, a little bit too purple-ish. For it to really work with a black swoosh. But
if I played for a team where I could like seriously match these with my kits, it's a no-brainer. Like I would go for the blue colorway.
Yes.
But like just pure looks-wise, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Imagine an all-black outfit and you slap on the Vault.
Well, it doesn't get much better than that, does it?
I mean, this colorway is just so cool. Again, it's gonna get a little dirty. You know?
But that's the Vapor.
Really wiggle them.
But that's the Vapor. It gets dirty.
It's just, the Vault is just sick.
And that's the thing, as we mentioned, you know, this is just one of those OG colorways. When you look at this colorway, yeah, it's Adidas are also using it as their electricity colorway. But I bet you out there that most footballers who see this colorway would instantly think of Nike. It's just such an aggressive colorway, such a cool colorway, and it's just, it screams, look at me, I'm the boss. And you know, sadly for me, I would love to rock this, but my team plays in red and this shade of blue. So I kind of have to go with one of these, which is a bit, I mean, they're nice boots. I think the Phantom Vision, again, maybe combining the blue with the chrome, I think, honestly, it looks a little bit like a Playmobil boot.
I agree. I'm not really keen on this.
Like if you take we had the Raced on Concrete boots somewhere, and now we don't, yeah, they're over there. Let's leave them.
I was about to go already.
Yeah, okay. But I just think that it's a little bit too shiny for me. I think that's the problem. It's maybe a little bit too shiny, and it looks a little bit too plasticky.
I 100% feel it.
And it's a shame because it's a good boot. We've both tried it. It's particularly good for Europe. Mastodon of a foot.
I like it, you know?
Yeah.
I haven't worn it much, but based on what I have experienced, like, it's solid.
Where would you...
Not a life changer, but like a solid boot.
It's a really solid boot, yeah. I would. Where would you rate it compared to the Maestros? Because I know you love those, you know.
Ain't nothing messing with my Maestros.
I mean...
No, but like, it's just kind of a little bit of a different vibe, you know, with the already with the Maestro being low cut and this one having
but if we did
a bit of a
this,
suck. Yeah, like I said, it's not a huge difference.
But
I haven't worn it enough to give you a true comparison between these and the CTRs.
Fair enough. Because, but on the Maestros, you also had this, you know, like slightly more solid instep here.
A little bit more aggressive, like, you know, pods and what have you.
And I don't think myself that these compare that much to the Maestros. They basically feel like more textured Magistas, thinner Magistas. But because the Maestros had more oomph, they had more solidity. They had a, you know, there was a much better, should we say, response when you actually pinged it off the instep.
The Kangalite upper.
Oh man, the Kangalite upper. That was something. It's a good boot, but I think that it's you know, not the best looking Phantom Vision they've made, and that's just the way it goes. But this, look, man, look.
I'm looking.
Look.
I'm still looking.
Look. I haven't been, you know, since they introduced the new Mercurials, I really loved the way the Vapor 11s looked. And the Superfly 5s for that matter.
And the Flyknit Ultras.
And the You had to bring in that one. You had to bring in that one.
That was one of the sickest looking boots in a while. Just bring it here.
Do you want me to bring it?
Yes.
I only have the blackouts, but as we know, blackouts are also super filthy. But
we can go with that.
the thing is that these actually, I feel, makes the the Volt really makes the Superfly and the Vapor look more or less as good as they should. Obviously, nothing compares to these because these are some of the fastest, most filthy, stealthy-looking boots ever released, and they didn't make in my size, which I'm so mad about it still. But if you look at this, it really makes the Vapor look less, chunky and less, the orange colorway that came out. It looked a little bit too solid, but I think that with the Volt, it looks a little bit sleeker and a little bit faster for whatever reason. And I'm digging it hard. And the Superfly, there's just, maybe the silhouette isn't exactly for me, but on foot, it still looks extremely good.
Same.
I would definitely say that. And of course, I still prefer this because the coating, you can kind of see it here with the light, maybe even.
Oh, performance-wise, I definitely prefer the Superfly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks-wise, obviously the low cut just looks a little bit better. But if I had to play, I would still take this one because it stretches a lot more.
Exactly. And it's super weird. You can even when you stand here and you feel it, if you feel the outside, the big deal here is, like I've said 1,000 times before, that obviously the Flyknit here is coated all the way from the bottom, where it's a full silicone coating going up to the laces, and it becomes gradually less. So when you feel it right here, you can even see how there's more and more free Flyknit, but you can feel that it is coated. Whereas here, it basically feels like the Flyknit is simply more exposed, and it's evidently also a lot softer. So if I could basically take the color off of the Superfly and go with that construction for the Vapor, I would be in heaven. And I would probably go away from I don't even think I need to ask you what you think is the best looking boot of the pack.
No, it's this one. I think it's honestly not even a fair discussion here.
No, I agree.
Unless somebody's favorite color is, blue and black. Like, I feel you, And again, I'm not hating on the colorway. If I could match them with my team
Chelsea
kit,
yep.
whatever kit, I don't care. Cool beans. But like in general, if I was just picking out cool colorways to play Sunday League for fun, then I will not go for the blue.
Definitely think this is I think this is the best looking of the blue boots, the precision boots. But that's just the way it goes. It would be nice to see actually the materials in this blue.
No.
Okay, well guys, what do you think about the Always Forward package? Let us know in the comment section right down below. As I said also, if you want to cop a pair of one of these, maybe you actually fancy the blue precision boots or you just like the Volt speed boots, you can actually go and get them. Click the link right next to Jolter's face. If you're new to the channel, of course, make sure you go subscribe with the notifications on to see everything we post the second we post it by clicking the green bubble somewhere over my head. And of course, if you want to learn some pretty sick skills, all you have to do is click the playlist right down there. With that said, guys, we are signing off.